Hello everyone, in this episode of Basic Essentials series I'm going to show you how to use line trace by channel and also sphere trace by channel in Unreal Engine. Alright, first I open my character blueprint, my third person character blueprint, and as you can see here I have an actor named TestCube, and now I'm going to create a variable and I name it cubeRef, and for variable type I choose TestCube. This TestCube object reference. Alright, now I open event graph and here I have an input F button. Now I drag a node and search for line trace by channel. Alright, here as you can see as input I need a vector for start and another vector for end, and I want my line trace to be drawn exactly in front of my character, so I add an arrow. Here I search for arrow and place it here. Alright, now I compile and go back to event graph. Now I drag my arrow and here I search for get word location and connect return value to the start of line trace. Again I search for get word rotation now I search for get forward vector. Now I multiply it and here I change this input to float and I multiply this forward vector by, for example, 200. This number actually indicates the length of my line trace. Alright, now I add an add vector node. Connect this here. Alright, and connect it to the end. Alright, and for draw debug type I set it to for duration, and also as you can see here I can change the color of trace color and also I can change the color of trace hit color. Okay, now I run the game. As you can see, as I press F, this line trace will be drawn in front of my character, and if I get close to this cube and press, as you can see, it hits my cube actor. Alright, now I go back to third person character event graph. Now here I add a branch node and connect return value of line trace by channel to the condition. This boolean variable indicates that this line trace hits something or not. If this line trace hits an object, the return value is true, else it will be false. Alright, now I drag a node from out hit and click on brick hit result. Now I drag a node from hit actor and search for display name. Get display name, and I add a print string node. Alright, now I connect it to the true section. Now I compile and run the game. Okay, now if I press F here, nothing happens because this line trace doesn't collide anything. But if I press it here, as you can see, the display name of this actor is shown on the screen. Also, you have location of the hit result and also location, impact point, normal, and you can use them in your game project, and you can create lots of game logics by this node. Okay, now I'm going to create a sphere trace by channel. So I copy and paste all of these nodes here. I delete line trace and I search for a sphere trace by channel. Connect this here and I set a start and end same as the previous one. But here, in addition to a start and end, I have to set a radius because spheres generally have radius. So I insert, for example, 10, and here I also set this multiply number to 500. Alright, now I compile and run the game. As you can see, I'm sorry, should disconnect this and connect it here. I think now it's okay. And I should set the raw debug type to for duration. And also here you can set duration. At the moment it is 5, but I want to increase it to, for example, 10. Now I compile and run the game. As you can see, if I press F, this sphere trace by channel is drawn in front of my character, and same as the previous one, if I do it close to this actor, the display name of this actor will be shown on message screen. Alright, if this tutorial was useful for you, please like this video and subscribe my channel. Thank you.